Hey again everyone. For today's video I'm going to show you how my mom and my grandmother taught me to make the simplest dish for fresh cucumbers from the garden that you will ever eat. These are wonderful, they're simple, they're quick, they're delicious. Okay, sorry about the interruption. As you know, if you watch any of my videos, you know I'm always getting disturbed because I have kids in and out of my house all the time. So anyway, that was someone knocking at the door. I hesitate to even call this a recipe because it is so simple. You are really going to go, you mean, Jess, you made a video for that? And yes, I did. So I'm just going to call these cucumber preparations, ways to serve them. It's delicious. It's simple. My husband loves them, and the kids even like them. But I don't always tell them everything that's in them. So here's the rundown on what you're going to need. This makes 2 side dishes. You're going to need apple cider vinegar, salt, vegetable oil, water, and of course cucumbers and an onion. What I'm doing on the cucumbers, I'm inundated with them right now. I'm making pickles, but these are too big to pickle, so we love to eat them with dinner, on salads, snacking on them, and especially with this preparation. So first thing that I'm going to do is slice the onion. For the amount that I'm making, I'm using these 2 4-cup Pyrex containers. I may not use the whole onion, and this is a small yellow onion. So I will just kind of play it by ear. This is not a recipe that you measure anything, although I'll measure it as I'm doing this to kind of give you an idea of what goes in it and the amounts, but this is going to be completely based on your taste, what you like in it. So let me go ahead and slice the onion, and I do peel the cucumbers, so I'll go ahead and get those done, and then I'll bring you back when I'm ready to mix everything together. Okay, I have sliced my cucumbers. I just cut them mostly into coins like this, but on the biggest one, I cut the end of it in half and just made half moons. And on the onion, I just sliced it, peeled it, and cut the ends off, and then just sliced it into little strips. And I probably will go ahead and use the whole onion. It was very, very small, and it should be fine. Now, in the 2 bowls, I already have a couple of ingredients. In this bowl, I have a half a teaspoon of salt. And in this bowl, I have a half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of oil, and a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Now, here is the very, very, very complicated recipe that I'm going to show my YouTube family. Are you ready? Do you think you can handle this? You take water, and I just have it in a measuring cup just simply because I was making some rice, and I measured my rice and water and rinsed out the cup and filled it back up. So this is not a specific amount of water. Really complicated, huh? And here's what you do. You pour the water, some of the water, in with the salt, and then you pour, try to sound like Jada De Laurentiis, pour some of the water in with the apple cider vinegar, salt, and oil. And then you take a spoon, and I'll start with this one since I would not want to commingle the flavors. And you stir it until the salt dissolves. Okay, same thing over here. You stir this one until the salt dissolves. Are you sure you can handle this? This is so very, very sophisticated. Okay. Now, in the one with the apple cider vinegar and the oil, you're going to put all of your onions. Bump. Oops. Oops. Get in there, you. All of my onions. And then you're going to take your cucumbers and divide them evenly between the two bowls. Now, I don't usually find it necessary to count the number of cucumbers or measure them, weigh them, but I mean, you can if you want to, but I can't imagine my grandmother ever doing such a thing. So, just being a little silly. So then you just kind of even them up. And then you take your spoon and you stir this up. And you get all of your cucumbers and onions coated with that mixture. And I'm going to grab, oops, sorry, hit the camera. I'm going to use this measuring spoon to do this one. Get back in there. It's trying to escape. Then you do the same thing. And you just make sure all of the cucumbers are coated with the salt water. And then you top it off with the rest of the water. And looks like I might need a little bit more water. Hold on. Okay, I have more water. And you finish topping off the containers with the water. And you stir it around again. And you stir it around again. And this is the most important part. You have to taste them. You have to taste them to see if you have enough salt and enough vinegar in this one. Okay, I am back. I tasted them while I had a kid in here. And I did go ahead and add more salt and more vinegar. I added 2 more teaspoons of apple cider vinegar to this one. So for a 4-cup container, that was a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And then I added another half of teaspoon of salt to both of them. So that's a teaspoon of salt total for both dishes. You could probably add a little more oil if you wanted. I don't really think it's necessary. I tasted both of them. They taste great. That's all there is to it. And then these really taste a lot better if you make them about an hour or so ahead of dinner and stick them in the fridge, let them get really good and cold, and they're just a delicious little side dish for dinner. When I was a kid, my mom used to make this every morning during the summertime when we would have cucumbers coming in so much. And she would have it she'd make it in the morning and then stick it in the fridge and then pull it out at lunch, and we would eat on that. And then she would slice up another cucumber or 2, depending on how many we ate, and use the same water and just stick it back in the fridge, and then we would eat the rest of the container for dinner. And this is what all of us kids liked. I think I hear another child coming. Sorry, got interrupted again, and you may hear Xbox in the back. But anyway, we would eat the rest of this container for dinner, and then that's just something that we kids liked. We all liked it a lot. Then the grown-ups usually would eat this one. And sometimes I have known my mom to slice a tomato and not have it in this because it would mix with the water too much. But she usually also in the summertime, because the tomatoes were overflowing, she would have a little bowl of tomatoes. And what the grown-ups would do is put the tomatoes on their plate, the tomato slices, and then spoon this on top of it and some of the liquid on top of the whole thing. I've known my mom to slice up jalapeno peppers and put in here, or bell peppers, but typically jalapenos. That's what they usually like. So you can kind of play with this recipe. There I go, calling it a recipe. Play around with this preparation. Do whatever vegetables you like, anything that's overflowing in your garden, stick it in here. This would be good with zucchini. I do have some zucchini that I could probably put in here, but I think I'll just do this for tonight. Any herbs that you grow, fresh herbs, sprinkle on top of it. It would be delicious, like parsley or basil. And like I said, the tomatoes, this would really be good with cherry tomatoes. They would not be too watery to put in here, but maybe halve them, and drop those in here, and it would be just a nice little, almost like a relish. Well, that's my little preparation for cucumbers. I hope you enjoyed it. Down-home cucumbers. And let me know if you like it, and let me know if you don't. I would love to hear either way. Thank you so much for watching. Fly high, Pooh Bear.